Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, traders, and welcome to the Pip Grabber Trading Show. My name is Gary Fickard, known to many as the FxBigDog. Welcome to the Pip Grabber Show, where we chase after 20 pips out of the market. That's it, just 20 pips. Now, we use a cost averaging trading approach, which is a unique trading strategy based on support and resistance. We look for good setups in the market, and we look at a few currency pairs during this session. Now, if this is the first time you've been in this session, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button, but also go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Now, I'm going to remind you a little later again to do that, just in case you've come in late. So with that being said, traders, we're going to go ahead and get the show on the road. I'll see you back right after this. Alrighty, traders, all welcome to the Pip Grabber Trading Show. And yes, we've gone ahead and entered trade this week. We've made profit on all our trades except for one. One is the Euro US dollar. We entered that yesterday, and of course, we had the news come out yesterday. Fed's decided to keep the rates unchanged. We know that's going to happen, but we also know that they're going to raise the rates starting, or at least what they say starting, is they're going to be starting in March. So a lot of the stuff came out, of course, in the verbiage, came out in the statement. And so we saw a big downside move upside move in US dollar, but a downside move in US dollar trade against the euro. So Euro US dollar, we saw it go bearish and quite a bit bearish. We're going to take a look at that. We are in trades on that. I think we're about 6 positions deep on that Euro US dollar trade. We're down about 60 pips. We're looking for the market to go ahead and rally back up again. We'll keep an eye on that as we keep managing that position. But there is other trading opportunities that we can go ahead and trade. Now, during the news yesterday, we actually went and placed trades just before the Canadian data was released. The Canadians also left their rates unchanged yesterday at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we entered two trades. We entered the Aussie New Zealand dollar, the Aussie Canadian long and the New Zealand Canadian dollar long. So both of those trades we placed going long, and both of them actually profited very quickly. In fact, in the session, we hit our targets and we got the heck out of Dodge. Now, we're going to take a look and see what else is up, what other opportunities there are today for us to go ahead and trade as we're heading into the weekend. There's some data coming out today. There's some data tomorrow, mediocre data. Not so important as we had on Wednesday, when we had two rate decisions coming out both days. On the same day. We had two rate decisions coming out on the same day. And that was for the Canadians as well as for the US. Now, with that being said, traders, make sure you got your cup of coffee. I have my cup of coffee with my mug, Traders Network Club. And I want to go ahead and remind a couple of traders of some changes that are going to take place next week. First, number one, if you are subscribed to our trade Copier, well, congratulations. You have been grandfathered in on the price that we have now for the trade Copier, but there may be an increase as we move into February. We're negotiating a good deal with a big company to bring in some more traders, and so we are going to be pushing the rates up. Now, if you have already subscribed to the trade Copier, congratulations, you've grandfathered in. There's going to be no changes to you. But for those that are not, you may want to go ahead and check out the description below and take a look at our trade Copier. Go to the TradersNetworkClub.com website and go ahead and check out our professional membership, which includes the trade Copier. Now, another thing that's important that's going to change next week. These sessions are running currently right now on two YouTube channels, FxBigDog YouTube channel and Traders Network YouTube channel. That's going to change next week. Next week, we are only going to be broadcasting on the Traders Network channel. So if you have not subscribed to the Traders Network channel, make sure you go ahead and do it today. Search on the YouTube Traders Network Club, and you will find us. Subscribe to the channel, but also click the notification bell, because we do try and get to the sessions broadcast at a certain time, but there's always going to be some technical issue or something that delays us. So if you want to make sure that you are clicking the notification bell so that you can be notified when we go live, so you don't miss out on anything, right? Because a lot of the trades that we set up in these sessions do happen in the session. And if you're not part of the session, you may end up missing out on the opportunity. Now, we do have your back. We do have a Telegram channel. So all the trades that I do place in the session, I give you free access to those signals inside the Telegram channel. Just check out the Traders Network channel down below in the description, and you'll be able to follow each and every trade that we place in the session. And that includes when we enter, when we close out a position, if we re-enter a new position. It gives you all those details: entry price, direction, and of course the currency pair. Now, as we move forward, want to make sure that everyone's clear. Number one, things that you need to do. Make sure you subscribe to the Traders Network channel. We're going to bring a lot of content. In fact, Cameron's gone ahead and broadcasted two videos on NFT. Well, one video on NFT and another video he broadcast on actual top current cryptocurrencies that are actually interesting to go ahead and review. You may want to go ahead and check out his old season show that was done on Tuesday. He did something on Wednesday with NFTs, and he's going to be broadcasting something today as well. It's great content. Check it out. Give him a smash a like on those videos, and go ahead and share those videos out as this video. Same thing. Smash the like button, share the video out. Come on, traders. This is what we do. We provide you free content, free information, a whole bunch of free stuff right here. It's going to help you. These are things that we're taking part on, that we're benefiting from. And we want to go ahead and share that with you, but with other people too. The only way you can support this channel is go ahead and smash the like button. Now, if you do want to use the tools and get connected with the trade copier, make sure you check out the description below. We do have the tools that I use here in the trading room, which is called the Pip Grabber Trading Tool, that I use to enter the market and manage my positions when I do things manually. The trade copier tool helps to add a little bit of automation to that. So it manages my trades and helps me get into the trade very quickly, and helps to be able to get me out of the trade when I'm not at the computer. Very important that you go ahead and get that too. Check out the description below and sign up for the Pip Grabber Trading Tool, or you can go straight to the website and check it out on our website, and that is, of course, our starter membership. Check it out. It's going to be something worth looking at. Now, without further ado, I know you guys are here for one reason and one reason only: to make money, to profit. All right, well, let's go ahead and do this. So let's go take a look and see what's going on in the market right here as I dig into the charts. And so we're in on the Euro US dollar. Full disclosure, let's take a look at the trading account right here. There it is there. You can see I am in. Currently right now 7 deep on the Euro US dollar. So I'm in on that trade. Okay. So I'm in on the Euro US dollar. So clearly I'm not going to look at that this morning, because we're going to allow this to play out. But I am going to take a look at the technicals, just because it's important, traders, to go ahead and monitor what's going on. If we get into a trade and we bought at support or resistance and the market's gone ahead and blown through that level, well, let's take a look and see what the markets are telling us. Maybe we missed out on something on here. So as I go into the charts right here, and I take a look over here, we have wave 1, 2, 3, and then a market pullback. We thought there was going to be an extended wave down here. And what's happened is the market has blown all the way down here. So this is where we started buying just before the news came out. And clearly the market continued to work its way back down south. Now, hold on a second here. Did I buy here? Let's take a look here. No, this is a day chart. Oh, it's a 4-hour. Yes. So I'm right. Let me just go take a look at the daily chart right here. Yes, that is correct. Look over here. Exactly there. So we did go ahead and buy at this support right here, and price moved further down south. So if I go to the chart right here, then clearly there's something I'm missing out. So I'm going to go ahead and compress the chart up a little bit. And if I look over here on the chart, I do see that we have, and I'm going to go ahead and label it out, wave 1, 2, and so we're looking at wave 3 over here. This is wave 4 up here at the top, and so wave 5 is all the way down here. So clearly we are in a downtrend. There's no doubt about that. We are in a downtrend on the Euro US dollar. In fact, we spoke about this in my hybrid trading room. But now I want to go ahead and take a look at a couple of things here. Let's take a look. So the inside swings is going to help me to be able to trade those support and resistance levels. So I'm going to go ahead and mark off, firstly, number 1, I'm going to mark off this level right here. Okay. Why is that level there so important? Well, traders, if the market trades back above that level without hitting the 1.27, it means that we're probably heading into a flat based on elliott wave structure, which means it could be an irregular flat or it could be a running flat. But it means that price could move back up a little higher. So I'm going to mark off that level at about 1.1186. 1.1186. Now, it just happens that my break-even point, or at least my profit target on my Euro US dollar trade, is around about 1200, 1205. That's, oh, in fact, you know what? Let's just take a look and see exactly where our profit target is on our Euro trade. So here it is. Here, my profit target is exactly at, looks like 1213. Yep. So 1213 is my profit target. All right. So I'm looking for for price to move to 1213, and then we're going to go ahead and cash out. Now that's just slightly above this level right here. And so if I look at it, I say, can price move through that low? And the answer to that is yes, because we have a lot of support coming off this level, and that level is around about 1229. So yeah, there's a good chance that price could go ahead and continue to work its way up towards that previous support level that will become resistance, and then price can move back down again. So that's great. I got my support and resistance levels. I can understand what the market might just do, but now I have to go ahead and take a look and see what did I miss here that that's been set up here on the swings. So I'm going to do, anytime I look at the markets and the markets do something different, I always want to go ahead and look at another option. And so it's called the alternative, right? And no, you cannot go into marriage and have the alternative. There is no alternative. Once you go into marriage, there is only one option. That's a little hint for my son Cameron as he gets married in April. There is no options, Cam, just to making sure you understand that. All right. So here's the alternative. The alternative on this is that we have possibly a larger wave right here, and the subwaves inside here actually did pay out. And here is the next level of resistance. Now, that resistance is right there at 1209. That's pretty close to where I'm going to be taking my profit on that Euro US dollar trade. So I'm going to go ahead and sit with that right now. I'm going to go ahead and mark off this level as a support low right here. And I'm going to expect price, oopsie, I'm going to expect price to go ahead and rally from here onwards. Okay. Now, granted, traders, this is, and I'm going to say that straight up right here, this is actually a little bit of a thumb suck right here, saying, hey, price is going to move back up right here. I'm just saying price is going to move up because, and again, not to say at that very price right here, but I'm expecting price to start rallying up because we have now extended past the 1.618 right here. So because we've gone past that level right here, it's due. Price is due. We can see price is due for a rally. We can see that we are in an oversold condition, but clearly, traders, there's no confirmation yet confirming that we indeed have a signal telling us we're going to go ahead long. So I'm going to hold off on that. Now, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go ahead and create this right here. I'm going to create that AB swing, and now I can see that price could come back down to come up back to that 382 bounce. Could retest that backside of that range that we broke out of. We could also see it coming back up to retest the 1.618. So I know that when we start retracing back, we can see price go back at least about 70, maybe even 80 pips right here. As we go back, it's between 70 and 90 pips, it can go ahead and retrace back. That's what I'm looking for on this particular setup right here. Now, clearly, I'm in on the euro, but I'm just checking it out just to see, okay, is everything still okay with my trade? Do I need to expect any further downside move in the euro? Or can I start getting excited that there's a possible rally due? And so I'm going to get excited about a possible rally due on this, which means, traders, and this is where the kicker comes in, right? Because I'm expecting that right now, I'm expecting Euro US dollar to rally. That could mean some weakness out of the US dollar itself. So although we had some strength in the US, we might be in a recovery move on the US dollar. which means that if we're going to expect the euro US dollar to rally, then what do you think we should be doing on the US dollar CAD? Well, we should be looking for that correction move. Well, let's take a look and see what's going on here on euro US dollar. Well, here is euro US dollar right here. Now, we're not in on a trade on euro US dollar, but let's take a look and see where we are at on this setup right here. And so if I look over here, there's been a little bit of a downside move already. Now notice how the market created this irregular flat pattern right here. We had a high right here. Clearly, that's acting as resistance. We had a nice little spike here. So I would say that this would be a good setup to be able to go ahead and look for price to dip back down. Probably go ahead and test this support down here. Now, I do see a bit of confirmation here. This is what we don't see on the euro. I see on the US dollar CAD, I see actually a setup right here indicating that we are seeing a negative divergence. We have negative divergence setting up over here. There it is there. Negative divergence setting up right here, which means that now we're expecting price to fall. Okay? So this is on the 4-hour time frame. Now, I'm going to go down to the 15 because if I'm going to enter on this, I want to make sure I'm not getting in on this too late. And if I look over here, we have the divergence set up. There was a top. Here's the divergence here. So this is my first swing going south on that divergence right here. And so, traders, if you look over here, the market's not at support. We're not at a retracement level. We're in the middle of the road. And what do we do when we are sitting in the middle of the road? Well, hopefully you're not sitting in the middle of the road. But if you are, that's even worse than standing in the middle of the road, right? Well, what's happening right here is we're in the middle of the road. We're not at retracement, which is resistance, and we're not at support at the targets. So we're not going to expect any bounce or sort of resistance at those levels, or we're not going to expect a bounce at support and resistance because of that reason. So it's a little iffy if we decide to go ahead and short the market right now, because the market could go back up and pick us up again and then go down again. So because we want to be more precise about our entry points in this session, I'm going to put a pin in this. But I'm going to say this, that the 4-hour time frame is confirming that we're at a top and we should be expecting price to go ahead and fall back down south. So it's a very important that when you look at these trade setups, don't have this mindset that just because my larger time frame tells me that I should go bearish, that I should just go ahead and enter. If you want to avoid those emotional drawdowns, then you might want to go ahead and make sure that you are actually following this setup, and that you want to continue to make sure that you are using those rules and being very consistent by following those rules. Just give me 1 second here, guys. Just give me 1 second. I have a family member urgently contacting me. So let me go ahead and just let them know that I'm just busy right now. Okay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the next. So we're putting a pin in the US dollar CAD, putting a pin in that. Let's take a look at the next setup right here. All right. And the next setup right here is going to be on the Aussie CAD. Now, Aussie CAD, we've been buying off that support constantly. We've been buying support, making some good profit off the bounces of that support right there. Now, let's take a look right here. Could you tell me if the indicator below is a divergent indicator? Yes, it is. Well, it's actually not a divergent indicator. It's actually it's an indicator I've created myself that is used as a divergent indicator. Yes. So correct, yes. Now, the thing here is, and by the way, traders, divergence can be used on divergence. You could use any oscillator for divergence. It could be any oscillator that gives you overbought, oversold conditions, and shows you that momentum and price are moving in opposite direction. Let's move to okay. So the Aussie CAD right here on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour right here. So the 4 hour, if we look over here, clearly we're starting to break out of this wedge. So there is a possible retest of that, or maybe even a breakout. This could even be a false breakout here. So if we look over here, we got support here. So we're slightly below that. If the market's going to come back up here, we might be able to pick up some pips on that. So I actually like a buy on this Aussie CAD trade again. I think we're going to benefit from that move again. Let me take a look here. Yeah, although price can move down to this level of support right here, I like this buy. Let me go to a 1 hour time frame. All right, check out the 1 hour right here. Notice the momentum and price are moving in opposite directions. We actually have a downside move right here. We have a bit of indecision here on this candle. Still some time for this candle to work itself out, but we actually do have divergence here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and actually buy Aussie CAD based on divergence, based on the support that we're at here, looking for price to move back up. The last thing I want to go ahead and double check on is if the market's gone ahead and hit our target, not there. Okay, and here we have, take a look right here. So here we have wave one, an irregular flat, all right? Create a new high up here. Then price goes to the 1.27. We've got there. We had a pullback. So we have a wave one down here. Oops, yeah. Wave one, wave two, wave three here, wave four right here. And now price is going to come back up to retest the backside of the trend line, possibly take out wave four high. So you're at the 127 right here with divergence. I'm going to expect that 20 pips is a no-brainer on this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and buy Aussie CAD. So Aussie CAD, let's go ahead and jump in on Aussie CAD right here. And even on the 15-minute time frame, traders, if you can see, I have used, by the way, just so that you know, the Pip Grabber Trading Tool. I use that to get into the market. You can see how quickly I get in on these trades. It helps me to manage my positions, but it also goes ahead and adds 1 micro lot to each entry point as well, so I don't have to go ahead and worry about FIFO rules when closing this position out. Although the Pip Grabber Trading Tool is set up for FIFO, so if you are in the US, not a problem. It is coded for the FIFO rules here in the US. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a look over here. So I'm long on Aussie CAD. Now, if I'm long on Aussie CAD, what is the New Zealand CAD doing here? Let's take a look at the New Zealand CAD. New Zealand CAD's also got an indecision candle sitting up over here. So with New Zealand CAD sitting up here with an indecision candle, I would think that it might be a good idea to go ahead and long on the New Zealand CAD. Look at the divergence here as well. This is a 1 hour time frame. Let's take a look at the... Now, I'm a little shy of getting to this target right here. And so I'm about, let's see here. I'm about 35 pips shy of that. So I'm okay with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go long on New Zealand CAD as well. So I'm going to buy New Zealand CAD. We can see we have a little bit of indecision so far here on the 1 hour. So I'm going to buy New Zealand CAD as well. I like that setup right here. And I'm going to flip over now to the CAD Swiss. And let's take a look at the CAD Swiss. Well, the CAD Swiss is chasing after this target here at the top. So we do know that we are midterm bullish on the CAD Swiss. But the CAD Swiss is struggling with a bit of resistance here. Look at that. Okay? So we have quite a bit of resistance right here at the top. And so here is resistance, resistance, resistance. And so what happens with resistance? Price either breaks it or rejects that level. Now, if it breaks it, then price could move up a little higher, and I'm going to look to see how far it can go up. It can go up another 68 pips, which means if I enter now short and that resistance fails and the market breaks through that resistance, then there's a good chance that price is going to go ahead and move up to the next point of resistance, which is right about there at that price, and that is about 70 pips above. So that means I'm going to probably be entered into additional 2 entry points on that. Am I okay with that? Absolutely. I am okay with that because why? Because I've already gone ahead and managed my risk accordingly, and so I'm comfortable with the way my risk has been managed. All right. So right now, the next thing I want to go ahead and do, and this is very important. Take a look at the chart right here. The most important thing right here that you have to establish here on this particular chart is that we're looking at a 4-hour time frame. Okay, and because we're looking at a 4-hour time frame, then you have to realize that the 4-hour time frame just gives us the bigger picture, but there's a smaller time frame that gives the details of what's going on. So what I want to do is I actually want to go into the details here, and I'm going to look to see if I've got anything on the 1 hour that can give me sort of a hint. So the 1 hour's also got like an indecision candle right here, all right? So the 1 hour's like indecision candle. We've got probably about 10 minutes left on the 1 hour candle. So we're starting to see a little bit of, indecision right here. Also, if I go to the 15-minute time frame, I see divergence here, negative divergence here. So which means that the market's looking for some sort of correction. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at these swings inside here. Let's take a look here because that really helps me a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and be a little bit, take a look over here. I'm going to go wave 1. Then I'm going to go wave 2, 3 up here. And then I'm going to call this a failed fifth wave, irregular flat. So I'm going to go ahead and kill that. And I'm going to stretch this baby up here. And now I'm looking at the 1.6 rate right here. So I'm expecting the CAD Swiss to go ahead and sell off. So I'm going to go ahead and sell the CAD Swiss. So I think we're at a good spot right here to profit on the CAD Swiss right here. So let's go to CAD Swiss, which is, here it is here. And I'm going to sell it right here on CAD Swiss. Perfect. Looking for a 20 pip move. And what's really cool right now, based where we sold right now, if price comes back to retest that previous high right there, that high is going to become support for the market, and that's pretty much where we're going to be profiting before we get the heck out of Dodge. So there we have it, traders. We're still in the euro US dollar long. We've gone short on the Canadian Swiss, and we've gone with 2 long positions on CAD, on the New Zealand CAD and Aussie CAD. Both of them we are long, and we've gone ahead to put a pin in the US dollar CAD just because where the market was trading was in the middle of the road, and we chose to go ahead and stand aside instead of getting in on that trade. So that's the positions that we have right now. I want to go ahead and remind everyone, if you enjoyed this show, if you like the information that's coming, go ahead and support the channel. Don't be that guy, right? And if you are that guy, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that sits there and does nothing to support channel, give support to anything else, but just takes information in. Be a guy that says, hey, you know what? It's a give and take relationship. We're giving you free content, free sessions, free trade opportunities, free tools, all that good stuff. We're giving you a lot of stuff that you can use in order to be successful in trading. Go ahead and do us one favor, share this video out, smash the like button, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, we're moving to the Traders Network Club for this trading show, for the Pip Grabber Trading Show. We're moving next week to only broadcast on the Traders Network Club channel. So subscribe to the channel. We're going to be putting everything through there for the Pip Grabber Trading Show. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you guys are connected. And so that we, as we go next week, we've got a full house today, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And I appreciate everyone being here, but it's going to get bigger and bigger. So I want to make sure that you guys are here and are taking advantage of this opportunity. And the only way that you guys can take advantage of this opportunity is, of course, to go ahead and make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel and smash the like button on the videos. And that way we can continue to do what we do and provide you with some good content so you guys can learn, profit in this market. So with that being said, love you guys, appreciate your support, and we'll see you guys on the next video. This is FxBigDog signing off.